Oh, hello, this is Daily Car News with Bijan. I'm going to keep you guys up to date on everything car every single day at 6 p.m. Pacific. I hope you're having a great day. On today's episode, the 400Z. I can't wait.
Gus, what? I'm calm.
Okay, so the 400Z has been a prototype and a concept. We've been seeing lots and lots of photos of it, but now in Arabia, we actually have one that we can see and touch, and it looks like the concept. Oh, I can't wait for this car. It has the same front end, same back end, same lines, beautiful, beautiful interior, and we're just waiting on the specs. We're waiting on it actually coming out so we can see it in dealerships. We can have people walk around it, and we can have people touch, feel, and drive it. Of course, it's going to be very Z, 6-speed manual, rear-wheel drive, good LSD in it, and fairly certain it's going to be powered by the same power plant as the Q50, which is the VR30 twin turbo. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be a little baby GTR with rear-wheel drive and a manual. Now, I have always had a sweet spot for Zs. My first enthusiast car was a Z. I had a 350Z way back when. It was an amazing car. It had a ton of miles. I got it super cheap, but it was a touring edition with the LSD, with the manual, so you already know I slid the hell out of that thing and had so much fun with it. It makes a really nice noise, great driving position, great seating position. It has great feel. You know exactly when the car is slipping out from under you. It feels so good, and it's so fun to drive. I let some of my friends drive the car as well, and they loved it. I let my dad drive the car, and he fell in love with it. Once he retires, he wants to get another Z just so he can drive one and enjoy that experience again. I cannot wait for this new Z to come out. My one gripe with the previous Zs have been their power plant. After the Z, I got into some other cars. I got an STI, and then I got some Evos, and once you get into turboed cars, it's kind of hard to get out. That rushing torque that you feel is so intoxicating that I'm really excited the Z is supposed to and rumored to have boost. Please, oh please, have boost. If it has the same power plant, maybe even it's a little beefed up, because the Q50's power output is 400 horsepower. But the new Z is going to have 439 horsepower. So does that mean we're going to get a nice little reflash, maybe better turbos, maybe slightly bigger injectors? Oh, I can't wait to see. So we'll have a lot more news later this year, 2021, when the car actually comes out and we can see, feel, touch, and drive it. Until then, everything is kind of like he said, she said, but I put up a spy shot earlier. I'll put up another spy shot here. It is a beautiful piece of machinery. The gloss makes it super shiny. It's brand new in a little car box. The interior looks beautiful. I like the steering wheel. It reminds me of the GTR steering wheel. Now, this is the first time I'm saying this because this is the first time it's happened. I've never liked a car so much that I've actually considered putting a deposit down on it so I can hold it and have one when it first comes out. Now, I don't even know if Nissan's doing a deposit down on these cars. I'm sure they're going to be mass produced. I'm sure we should be able to get them relatively easily. I'm sure when they first come out, they're going to be all snatched up. Dealers are going to charge a markup above MSRP, kind of like they did with the BRZ and the FRS. After a couple weeks and after a couple months, we should be able to get them in the colors we want and with the transmission we want, which is that 6-speed manual. Now, it is very likely that this car will have an automatic, whether it has a DCT or some sort of fast ZF transmission like in BMWs, we're not sure, but I'm really excited for that manual. Because if we can take that 400 horsepower, I'm sure right away companies like Sheepy, AMS, and other tuners will have options available so we can reflash the cars, put intakes, put exhausts, as long as the EPA doesn't stop us with what's going on, and make that car quite a bit faster. I'm even wondering if it's going to be able to handle horsepower like the GTR, the current generation, does. Because if it can, that's a little rocket ship. We're going to be able to get a little baby GTR for significantly cheaper, make a ton of power, and it's rear-wheel drive, so you can slide it when you want to slide it and have all sorts of hooligan fun. Now, I can go on and on all day about the Z because it has been very anticipated. I'm very excited, and I cannot wait for one to actually be in person at a dealership. I would love to go check one out. That's very cool that Nissan Arabia released those photos. It's nice to see it sort of in the flesh, but we know at least that's what it's going to look like. It's no longer a prototype. It's no longer a concept. The new 400Z is here. Let me know in the comments below what you guys would do if you're super excited for the new 400Z, or if you would just get a used GTR. Depending on how much the Z actually ends up coming out to when it comes to the dealership, that is actually kind of a fair option. So if it's $50,000-$60,000, I think I'd rather spend the 50 or 60 and just get a used GTR as long as it's clean with a warranty or with low miles, versus getting a new Z that's rear-wheel drive when I can get a GTR. A 400Z is amazing with that engine, with that turbo, with everything about it. I love it. But if somebody handed me the keys to a 400Z and a GTR, I mean, who's going to say no to the GTR? Come on now. That's going to be it for today's Daily Car News. I'll see you guys on the next one.